The sun leans heavy over the savannah, burning gold through the branches. Shadows stretch like long fingers across the earth as the Hadzabe hunters press on. Their bodies, lean and weathered, move silently between the trees. Each step is measured, purposeful, the rhythm of survival. They walk barefoot, their soles hardened by generations of contact with this earth. The ground speaks to them, the heat of the sand, the coolness of shaded soil, the faint vibrations that betray life ahead. Where most of us would feel only pain, they feel information. Bare feet are their compass, their connection, their truth. Over their shoulders sway the spoils of earlier luck, the heavy shape of a baboon, tied to a pole, its lifeless arms swinging with each step. The hunters wear skins of antelope and baboon, garments not of vanity but of memory. Each skin is a story, a hunt won, a season survived, a gift from the wilderness. Their clothing is stitched not with thread, but with meaning. Yet the journey does not end. The baboon is not enough. Their families wait in the village, and hunger does not rest. They walk on, mile after mile, cutting across thorny scrub and silent groves of baobab. Distance, for them, is not a burden. Distance is the measure of a man. To walk far is to honor the hunt. To walk long is to show the patience of those who know that survival is earned, not given. The jungle tests them. The heat presses against their skin, sweat carving lines through the dust on their faces. The air trembles with insects, and in the far distance, a herd of antelope moves like smoke across the plain. The hunters pause, eyes sharp, shoulders still. Their bows rise slowly, arrows whisper against the string. In this silence, life and death hang on the edge of a feather. The jungle does not yield its treasures easily. For the Hadzabe hunters, every step into its green heart is a gamble between hunger and survival. Their journey stretches endlessly, miles upon miles of thorny acacia, dry grasslands, and scattered rock. The heat presses down like a heavy blanket, yet they move forward, barefoot, unshaken, their soles hardened by generations of walking the land unshod. To the Hadzabe, shoes would only silence the whispers of the earth, the delicate vibrations that tell where an antelope has run, where a warthog has burrowed, where life still lingers. On their shoulders, some carry the weight of freshly killed baboons, tied to poles, their fur still bristling from the chase. Others march on empty-handed, their eyes scanning the distance, their ears tuned to the forest's hidden language. They are not merely hunters, they are readers of the land, listeners of silence, interpreters of shadows. Their skins are clothed not in fabric, but in the hides of animals taken from hunts past, the baboon, the antelope, the kudu. Each hide is more than covering, it is a living reminder of the chase, of triumph, of the bond between man and prey. The skins tell their stories without words. A hunter wrapped in baboon fur walks with the spirit of cunning. A hunter in antelope hide carries the swiftness of the plains. They walk long distances not by choice, but by necessity. For the Hadzabe, hunger is patient but relentless, and prey is never guaranteed. Sometimes the antelope vanishes into the horizon, sometimes arrows miss their mark, and sometimes the land itself grows silent. But still, the hunters walk. For to stop is to surrender, and surrender has no place in their way of life. The baboon, fierce and clever, is not taken lightly. It is a meal of resilience, a source of strength for bodies worn by the endless miles. To feast on baboon is to honor the cunning of the forest, to taste the wild itself.
The hunt is a quiet, deliberate affair. Every step has meaning. The men move swiftly and silently through the thick brush, their senses sharpened like the edge of an arrowhead. Where the untrained eye sees only random twigs and dirt, the Hadzabe hunter reads a book written in nature's language. A bent stalk reveals where a gazelle brushed past. A patch of disturbed soil marks the hurried leap of a warthog. They pause often, crouching low, pressing their palms into the earth, feeling its story. They can tell the age of a footprint, the weight of the animal, the direction it traveled, and how fast it was moving, all in a matter of seconds. The forest is alive with clues, and the hunters know how to listen. A rustle far away. The warning cry of a bird. The faint smell of dust stirred up by hooves. Each sign guides them deeper into the wilderness, closer to their prey. Patience is their greatest weapon. A Hadzabe hunter does not chase blindly. He becomes part of the land, waiting, listening, calculating. Time is irrelevant here, only instinct matters. They stop again. The youngest hunter, lean and sharp-eyed, crouches to the ground. He studies a patch of disturbed soil, tilts his head, and presses his ear close to the earth. After a moment, he looks up. His lips part, but no words come. Instead, he uses a single gesture, a flat hand sweeping forward, then curling downward. The others understand. The animal is close, resting in shade, unaware that hunters move within reach. Minutes stretch into hours. The men blend into their surroundings, their bodies low, their movements slow as flowing water. A hornbill cackles overhead, breaking the silence, but the hunters do not falter. Their eyes pierce through layers of brush until finally, movement. There, between thorn bushes, the subtle shift of a flank, the twitch of an ear. The older hunter raises his bow. The world seems to stop. Even the insects hold their buzzing. His arm draws back slowly, veins tight against his skin, the arrow pulled taut against the bowstring. He exhales, a soft whisper, almost a prayer to the ancestors. The arrow releases, slicing through the humid air with a hiss, striking with silent precision. A cry echoes, the animal leaps, stumbles, then vanishes deeper into the forest. The hunters spring into motion, their strides powerful, swift. They do not shout, do not break their silence. Their chase is measured, relentless, guided by footprints that blur to any other eye but sharpen to theirs like ink on parchment. Through thorn and tall grass, over rock and shallow streams, the hunt continues. The jungle bears witness, watching as ancient survival plays out beneath its green ceiling. Every step is history repeating itself, an unbroken line of knowledge stretching back to the very first hunters of this land. The hunt is a quiet, deliberate affair. Every step has meaning. The men move swiftly and silently through the thick brush, their senses sharpened like the edge of an arrowhead. Where the untrained eye sees only random twigs and dirt, the Hadzabe hunter reads a book written in nature's language. A bent stalk reveals where a gazelle brushed past. A patch of disturbed soil marks the hurried leap of a warthog. They pause often, crouching low, pressing their palms into the earth, feeling its story. They can tell the age of a footprint, the weight of the animal, the direction it traveled, and how fast it was moving, all in a matter of seconds. The forest is alive with clues, and the hunters know how to listen. A rustle far away. The warning cry of a bird. The faint smell of dust stirred up by hooves. Each sign guides them deeper into the wilderness, closer to their prey. The fire has burned low, its embers glowing like scattered stars on the earth. The smoke curls into the night sky, carrying with it the scent of roasted meat and the echoes of laughter that drift softly through the trees. Around the fire, the Hadzabes sit close, their faces lit in warm orange, their bellies full, their hearts bound by the silent covenant of survival. The baboon, once a shadow in the branches, is now part of them, its life woven into theirs, just as countless hunts have done since the dawn of their people. There are no leftovers, no scraps wasted. Every piece is honored. Bones are cracked for marrow, hides repurposed, and what cannot be eaten is returned to the earth. Nothing here is excess. Nothing here is forgotten. For the Hadzabe, every meal is more than nourishment, it is remembrance. It is a story of arrows loosed, of footsteps chased, of sweat poured beneath the unforgiving sun, and of a fire that welcomes them home. As the night deepens, the hunters lean back, staring into the sky. The stars are maps of their ancestors, watching, guiding, reminding them that they are part of a cycle much older than the villages, older than the cities beyond the horizon. Tomorrow, the hunt will begin again. Tomorrow, the forest will whisper new signs. And tomorrow, these children of the savannah will rise once more, barefoot upon the earth, bound to the land that has never betrayed them. This is life for the Hadzabe, not past, not myth, but living truth. A reminder to us all that humanity's first fire still burns, quietly, faithfully, in the heart of Africa.